Hey everyone, happy Tip Tuesday. I wanted to talk to you guys a little about acute injuries today, in particular spasms or back. Most of us get back spasms or shoulder spasms sometime in our life. And these are actually considered an acute injury for quite a bit. I don't know if any of you guys have had an issue like this at the gym. I personally did on Sunday where I went to go do a deadlift. I have had some tension in my abs and I went to do a deadlift, got about 2 inches off the floor and had to drop my weight because of my back spasm. So there's a bit of a misconception as far as acute injuries. There are different types of acute injuries. Back spasms, we typically hear RICE or rest, ice, compress, and elevate. Well, with spasming, the main priority is to immediately teach our body how to calm down so the spasm doesn't increasingly get worse and become a immediate subconscious holding pattern. So what you immediately want to do is do some somatic type movements where we get the muscles to relearn how to lengthen out after that stretch reflex or spasm. So if you guys are interested in learning some of those, you guys can check out our YouTube page. I've got several different ones on there. And then once you've done the re-education process by quickly getting on the ground and doing some of those movements, it's a combination of decreasing the inflammation and then continuously moving to, again, prevent any kind of habitual holding patterns. So going home and going ahead and getting some ice on your back, coming here to cryo, doing that definitely you want to get some of the inflammation down. And then instead of resting or thinking about resting, what I want you guys to do is actually get moving with a combination of resting. So that means go home, ice a little bit, that would be considered your rest, then getting up and then actually walking around or using the body part very gently and then icing some more, and then kind of continuing this out throughout the day for the next 3 days, which is considered the acute phase. So back spasms, shoulder spasms, any kind of Charlie horses that you may get, this kind of acute injury we can definitely help you with. You just need the right kind of guidance. I'm also going to be going over some other acute injuries in a couple series that we're doing on YouTube. So I hope this helped, and I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you guys soon.